say it's a 10-year span, really ranging my work in the 90s. And it summarizes, I mean, some of the images have never been seen before. So in some cases, it's basically over the last 5 to 10 years, I've been sort of digitizing my own archive and having the opportunity to sort of look at the negs again and make new contact sheets. You suddenly see images that you wouldn't necessarily have picked up on in the 90s. And for me particularly, because I didn't have the money back then to make contact sheets, I had to sort of go into the darkroom, get the neg, look it up, hold it up against the light and go, that's a nice shot, based purely on shadow and detail and structure, not necessarily on aesthetic. It's only now that I can look back and go, wow, that's something. And when I get the phone call from Greg to say, have you got any NARS? And I'm like, yeah, and then I trail through the negs and there you go, bingo. A NARS shot that we've never seen before. You know, that's the makings of a fanboy, isn't it? Like literally, like just ear to the ground and just chasing people down the street and like Pokemon cards, just collecting your favourite MCs one after the other and lining them all up on my wall to go, right, I got that, I got that, I got that. I think the only few, there's still people in my head that I think are missing. I haven't got Cannabis, I haven't got Rakim. But again, I'm still thinking like that collector. I just want to go out there and just get my dream team of MCs. I mean, Biggie's death was a shock, but I wasn't that close to it. Dilla's death, on the other hand, really got me because we both share a birthday. We're both Aquarians, we're both same age, same generation. And I felt gutted that I'd never had a chance to put him in context. I felt gutted that I never realised until I had to go back on the Tribe Called Quest credits that his name was there, but he never had the credit for it. And you feel almost regret that there isn't that image that symbolises, I don't have that image that symbolises Dilla. Having said that, some of the greatest images that symbolise Dilla were made after his death. And I think, you know, with Hen's Teeth and what you guys have done, that particular drawing of Dilla is incredible. And it's an inspiration to me too, because that's the Dilla that I would have captured. I know one photographer in London who's got a picture of Dilla. It's fucking awful. And I'll burn that negative to make sure no one ever sees it, because he looks sick. And that's the reason why I think I have to become the custodian of that image, that I do the best I can to make the best possible print so that archivally, over 1,000 years, that their genius, their abilities, their voice is still with us in image form. I can't speak for where hard drives or where CDs or downloads are going to end up, but assuming that I've, you know, mounted my work right and printed it properly, I'm sure in 1,000 years' time, my prints of Biggie will still be on a wall somewhere. That's the hope. And hopefully in 1,000 years' time, the vinyl will still be there, and you can still drop a verse by Biggie and go, yep,